Originally from Harlan County, George Ella Lyon is the author of award-winning books for children and adults. Her love of nature is evident in books such as Catalpa, Earth Poems, A.B. Cedar, and Counting on the Woods. With the musical group Public Outcry, Lyon has been active in the work against mountaintop removal, coal mining. She is also part of the peace movement. Educated at Center College, the University of Arkansas, and Indiana University, Lyon lives in Lexington, where she makes her living as a freelance writer and teacher. Her latest poetry book is She Let Herself Go, which just became available from Louisiana University Press. Please help me welcome George Ella Lyon.
I'm so happy to be here and be part of this, and thank you, Katerina, for making it possible. And I want to read from She Let Herself Go, which I haven't had a chance to do. So that's very exciting. This book, I submitted it in, I guess, 2007, and it just came out. So art is slow. But it's much slower than that because the oldest poem in it is like 15 years ago or 18 years ago or many years ago. So it's a process. This is really a book about examining and discarding conditioning and stereotypes of the feminine and looking for the real self. So I'm going to begin with a poem about learning to say no. So it's called Yes. She had the nerve, the gall, the eggs, the guts, the chutzpah to say it. She said it. She will say it in front of God and furniture, neighbors and senior wardens. Her hair is bright, her eyes wide, and the purple sparkle of her toenails dazzles. She stands up short, tall, full-bodied, willowy, her rugged hands graceful as lilies, spotted as trout. And she says, in a voice that still will sing the birth of the world, she says, no. And I went through a phase of trying to imagine or reimagine mythological women speaking. So this is Hera, who, as you know, had to put up with Zeus. So this is called Honestly. Zeus, that big flirt, went after a mortal today as a swan, if you can believe it, Leda somebody. Mortals, for my money, are more trouble than they're worth. Zeus, too. But I've served up a lot of ambrosia since I tied the knot with old Thunderbolt. Till death do us part, you know, which it won't. This is called Oh Well. They didn't live happily, but then they didn't live ever after either. A wonderful poet and friend, Diane Gilliam, said to me one day, when sometimes I have to put on a Billie Holiday record or a Bessie Smith record because I need to listen to some big loud woman. And I thought, wow. So this is called Some Big Loud Woman. I need some big loud woman to listen to. Orangey red, wild-haired, her voice like a waterfall of kettles. Her head back, eyes shut, back arched to roar that music out. I need the brass and bramble of her low notes, the trembling windows of her high. Bare feet planted on the floorboards, green dress a summer canopy. The wail in one line, a scar on the air. I need to listen to a big, loud woman. Her fists pounding on my table, her anger fire in the hearth. I need the avalanche of her laughter, the flood of her truth. I need to listen to some big, loud woman. I need some big, loud woman to listen to. I don't know if you had the experience of growing up where high praise was, she's not as big as a minute. So this is, so you aim to be the 15-second woman. So that's one of the things to try to peel away. Certainly a defining experience, though not a universal experience for women, is motherhood. And talk about a condition that has so much overlaid on it and so many contradictory and impossible expectations. And so here's an attempt to offer a little experience as truth. So this is called receiving. I had no idea how to hold a baby. Forget instinct. It doesn't feel like it looks. And you were a squirmer and wouldn't stay swaddled. Receiving blankets, we called those cloths you threw off, as though we'd held them stretched out beneath stars while you fell from heaven. In the yellow one with rabbits stamped on, I wrapped you for our first trip out. You wriggled and stretched and fought with fists when I held you in the crook of my arm. Laid on my shoulder, you bellied around like a snake. It was September, hot, hot, and you smothered in a drawstring gown and that blanket. I didn't have a grip, that much was clear, and you were on your journey in search of something firmer or freer. I still do not know which. I've been really fascinated with the intuitive and the dream world, and I've taken some dream workshops, and right now I'm in a dream circle led by a wonderful Hopi, wonderful woman. But this poem is from an earlier catalog of dreams, and it's called Half a Chance. The dream self knows and tries to tell. Every night she takes me to the movies. See, she says, that's us. The ballerina with the tattoo, the boy eating feathers, the liar, the murderer, the old lady with beans in her ears. Don't you get it? Would you put down that popcorn? And I say, I need my sleep. What you mean, she says, is you'd like to be even less conscious in the dark than in the light. Well, forget it. You only give me 6 hours a night, and I'm not about to let you stay as numb and dumb as you are in the day. Don't you understand? We've got work to do. There's those dead people in the basement you need to look at. Are you ever going to go down there in the middle of a Wednesday afternoon? I don't think so. There's the angel you need to kiss, the dead to dandle on your knee. And what about the little bones snapped into cassette boxes and kept in the library on the lowest shelf? Who will get you to look at them? Not the kid at the drive-thru with the French fries, not the Orkin man. Now remember when I took you to the barren field that was also your old neighborhood and gave you a bomb like the Orkin man's poison can. Remember how heavy it was, smooth and silver like a hard, bright baby dirigible in your arms, and you couldn't put it down. And you wandered the streets, the waste places, frantic with fear. Who could you give it to? When would the Holocaust come? But the day bell rang, and you slammed the dream door and zipped your prodigious anger into another pair of bargain pants. Put on your favorite earrings and went about your day, which wasn't about your life at all, and left me dumbfounded and asking myself, what the hell, what the heaven, what the upper world, lower world, Hades and Bardo could I show you that might get through next time you lie down? Close those blind eyes and give me half a chance. And I'd like to end with, this is a newer poem like Kathleen. I wanted to end with something new, but it also is kind of circles around because there's this website called 1 Minute Writer, and the other day the prompt was, who are you waiting for? And I realized I'm still waiting for a big, loud woman. I'm waiting for a big, loud woman to step into my shoes and fill out my clothes and sing with my voice. I am waiting for her to stand like a tree inside me, lift her branches, and warble with the force of all the birds who have perched on her branches. I am waiting for her laugh to rise in my throat like a geyser, fierce, fresh, for her great heart to give and take back and give and take back, and by that rhythm tell me, you got a right to a voice, a voice, a voice. Plant your feet, root in what feeds you. Feel the whole earth say, you got a right to the tree of life.